Thank you for joining us for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight, the Monday morning pulse report for seafood purchasers. Some fast facts to start this week. The last two sockeye and pink salmon landings have slowed down again. Hopes are dwindling and fishermen are beginning to accept that landings won't be quite as high as they had hoped. In the news this week, I've been hearing that haddock prices are starting to creep up. Since July 22nd, raw material prices rose $100 per metric ton, which translates into about 10-cent rise on finished products. Raw material prices are a direct result of supply and demand. Almost 80% of the world's haddock is caught in Iceland, Norway, and Russia. A smaller portion comes from Canada's east coast. By the end of July, haddock landings in Iceland were down 36%. That's a drop of 23 million pounds in comparison to last year. Meanwhile, the Norwegian, Russian, Barents Sea haddock quota increased 25% this year. But after looking at the catch data, Russian figures show that landings between January and June actually dropped by 95 million pounds. This is indicative of drastically lower supply than had been expected. However, no catch data is available for Norway at this time, so it is difficult to make concrete conclusions. Meanwhile, in Canada, I'm hearing that it has been the worst fishery in the last 15 years. This year's haddock quota is down 32%. That's a drop of 12 million pounds. But even more worrisome is the fact that by August 5th, only 35% of the quota had been landed, when at the same time last year, 93% had been caught. Moving forward, unless Canadian and Barents Sea haddock landings pick up considerably, it looks like supply will be much less than expected. And so, it's not surprising the suppliers are telling us raw material pricing will continue creeping up, potentially rising about another $100 a metric ton. For you, that means finished product prices will likely rise in the next couple of months, so book ahead if you want to play it safe. On a side note, Tradex is pleased to have launched social media. If you'd like to receive daily market information, then be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Thank you for joining me for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. This is Robert Reierson. Buy smart and eat more seafood.